All right, Wade. We are here to discuss the Ultra Marathon, an event that happened in China that saw 21 runners freeze to death. This happened in June. Um, told me that you heard something about it.
Yeah, I heard something. The tragedy was that.
Yeah,
That so many
but
people lost their lives. I saw a little news clipping on it.
yeah, why it's now coming back into the news is because reports are coming out that the survivors are being threatened about speaking out,
Mm.
which
Oh,
is
oh.
never good. You know what I mean? Yeah, when Zhang Zayota woke up, he was in a cave and somebody had lit a fire to keep him warm, and he had no idea how he got there. Zhang's frozen unconscious body
Wow.
had been found by a passing shepherd who had wrapped him in a quilt and carried him over his shoulder to safety. He was one of the lucky ones. In May this year, 2021, can't believe that, 2021, something like this happened. All right. 21 competitors died at an ultra running event in northern China hit by extreme weather conditions. Hail, heavy rain, and intense gales caused temperatures to plummet, and nobody seemed prepared for it. Only a small number felt comfortable talking about what happened, and some have been threatened for doing so. All right? Now, a brief description of what happened on that day, right? So the sun
Yeah.
was out on race day in Beiying, or Beiying, a former mining area in China's Gansu province. Some 172 athletes were ready to run 62 miles, that is 100 kilometers, through the Yellow River Stone Forest National Park. It's a long name. The organizers were expecting good conditions. They had mild weather the previous 3 years. They had even arranged for some of the competitors' cold weather gear to be moved forward along the course so they could pick it up later in the day. But soon after Zhang arrived at the start line, a cold wind began to blow. Some runners gathered in a nearby gift shop to take shelter, many of them shivering in their short sleeved tops and shorts. Zhang started the race well. He was among the quickest to reach the first checkpoint, making light work of the rugged mountain trails. Things started to go badly wrong just before the second checkpoint, some 20 kilometers into the course. It was halfway up the mountain when hail started to fall. He later wrote in a post on the Chinese social media, "My face was plummeted by ice, my vision was blurred, making it difficult to see the path clearly." Why didn't they call off the
Wow.
race?
No, but why weren't there enough stewards along the track? That's my question. How were so many people able to get lost? You know what I mean? I mean, BBC reports that a shepherd who found um Zinwa, if that's how you pronounce his name, not
Yeah,
sure it was.
yeah.
He found six other runners. So if it wasn't for him, the death toll would have been even higher. So why were there enough stewards to allow so many people to get lost? That's
It's
horrible, horrible planning. I think.
yeah.
And I've seen 27 government officials have been punished, but
Yes.
there's no speak out, of what type of
And no
punishment.
what yeah, no extent, no like idea of to the extent of the punishment. All
Yeah,
right?
well, they've been removed from their post, but.
You know what I mean? All right.
That's horrific, man. Horrific.
Oh boy. So all right. So as Zhang continued to ascend, he was overpowered by wind, with gusts reaching up to 55 miles per hour. He'd forced himself up from the ground many times, but now because of the freezing cold wind, he began to lose control of his limbs. The temperature felt like minus 5 degrees Celsius. This time, when he fell down, he couldn't get back up. Thinking fast, Zeng covered himself with an insulated blanket. He took out his GPS tracker, pressing the SOS button, and passed out. Jesus.
Wow.
Wow. Why, like, emergency crews, you don't stop the event, anything like that?
Yeah, for
Is
sure,
really.
for sure.
Mm,
It was definitely poorly organized because they should have at least have enough manpower
yeah,
as stationed at critical areas of the track to monitor, weather conditions. They should have people reporting in horrible
yeah,
weather conditions in this section,
yeah,
prolong, postpone the race, and then we should have people at every checkpoint checking for runners. Anybody who isn't accounted for, then we start looking for them immediately. We're going backtrack to the last checkpoint at which they were registered at. It sounds like nothing like that was in place. And they
yeah,
had the manpower because they were able to scramble 1,200 people for the search party, according to the BBC reports.
yeah,
So if they had that much people to do the farmer search party, then they could have manned the race better.
yeah. All right, so let's continue. So after this tragedy now, it says the following morning, authorities confirmed that 21 people died, including Hong, who Zhang overtook. Hong was the I think the hair impaired champion from the year before.
So
And another runner who had kept pace with called Wu from the so he kept pace with Wu from the start of the race. Both of them were confirmed dead. A report later found that the organizers failed to take action despite warnings of inclement weather in the run up to the event. No, really. So that is the first question I would ask. An event of this scale, without a doubt, there is a weather briefing. I don't even have to ask. So it that was clearly ignored.
mm,
Yeah. As news of the deaths broke on social media, many people questioned how the tragedy could have happened. Some competitors, such as Zhang and Nanfang, chose to write about their experience online to help people understand what it was like. But Zhang's post, written under the name Brother Tao is Running, disappeared shortly after it was published. Okay, censorship there. When was this? Kaizen, a Beijing-based news website, re-uploaded his testimony. A new post appeared on the account late a week later, begging the media and social media users to leave him and his family alone. It later transpired that Zhang had suspended his account after people questioned his story. Some accusing him of showing off for being the sole survivor at the front of the pack. Others had sent him death threats. Wow.
that's
I don't understand that
ridiculous.
at all. I don't understand that at all. How do you like wrap your head around something like that for even attempt to do that to somebody who got through something like that? You know what I mean?
I know it's a different topic. We're not a off topic, but I think we've reached a stage in the life of the internet where something has to be done about the internet bullying, and I
Yeah.
think a lot of that has to do with the um you being able to stay relatively anonymous, right?
Yeah.
I think we're all adults on this thing, right?
Yeah.
We should be forced to you shouldn't be able to create an account without it being linked to a proper email and registered and certified. You know what I mean? The being anonymous is becoming very toxic on the internet now, and allowing
Yeah.
people the freedom to do, you know, say stupidness
Exactly.
like that. How can you know this man is a competitor for sure? Why something tragic like this happened? Why is he trying to do this just to get the spotlight? Something tragic happened. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah, and
ridiculous.
he even goes on to say that we do not want to be internet celebrities. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
He also says that the man who saved him also faced pressure from the media and other people.
A
He said,
hero.
yeah, our lives need to be quiet, hero. Please, everyone, especially friends in the media, do not disturb me and do not question me. The survivors weren't the only ones finding themselves put under pressure. So here's where it gets sickening now. One woman who lost her father in the race was targeted with social media abuse on Weibo after questioning how her father was allowed to die. She was accused of spreading rumors and using foreign forces to spread negative stories about China. Politics. You understand?
Yeah.
Politics. This is all is people get so inhumane when politics gets involved, bro. I just find it very disturbing. The event itself, the race itself, the tragedy that came out of the race, and then the response to the tragedy, it's all very sad. We don't really do politics, we do sports. And
Yeah.
when athletes and or competitors of any sport like that pass away, you know what I mean? Sports fans going to feel it and them not gonna like it. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Protect
And,
our
and
athletes.
and sports is about humanity, and
Yeah,
humanity is being violated. So we have an obligation to speak out and comment on this.
exactly. You know what I mean? All right, bro. Another proper discussion is always good reasoning with you. You know what I mean? Always bring the discussion
Respect,
to
brother,
another
speaking
level.
from the heart.
Yeah, man. The thing there, we've been having some technical difficulties throughout this one, where its camera freeze a couple times or more than a couple times, but you don't know. As long as you get the gist of the discussion, that is what matters. All right, human rights for everybody, yo. Big up with you guys. Thanks for joining. Remember, like and subscribe. Boom.